Hi, this is Liz, and I will be presenting today on ESRI Geo Inquiries. This is an amazing set of educator tools to allow students to get some hands-on experience with a program called ArcGIS. ArcGIS is software that's used in city planning, city engineering. I used it in college for identification of habitats for endangered animals. It's really a versatile program, and unfortunately, most students don't know it's something that they should be learning because they've never even heard of it. So this is a really nice hands-on way to experience something that our students may in fact actually need for their careers. My goals and objectives are just to give you a quick introduction to some educator support tools that and lesson plans that are available for free from ESRI. My intended audience for this are other middle and high school teachers, especially science teachers. The two ISTE standards we will be addressing are 7A, provide alternative ways for students to demonstrate competency and reflect on their learning using technology. This isn't going to be something that is just a test. This is something that you're going to talk through it, you're going to experience it, and it's a really alternative way of demonstrating that knowledge. The other objective we're going to be meeting here, or the other ISTE standard, is 6D, model and nurture creativity and creative expression to communicate ideas, knowledge, or connections. So they can also use ESRI to produce their own map to show you that they understand the material in question. I'm going to use this for Earth Science. Earth Science is one of the classes I teach, and it's the one that I probably struggle with the most, especially with bringing technology into it. So I wanted to specifically highlight that for my benefit and my students' benefit as well. So this is the ESRI Geo Inquiries website. It's available through a quick and easy search. So here are lots of lessons available. I'm going to take us to this Rock Types Tell a Story website. I already have it open here. I'm just going to click on it. So it brings up a lesson plan, and it happens to have all of the next generation science standards for middle school written out for you, which is very handy. So this one's going to meet the standard that says analyze and interpret data on the distribution of fossils, rocks, continental shapes, and seafloor structures to provide evidence of past plate motions. And then it's going to take you through a 5E lesson. So pretty wonderful that it has it all spelled out for you. So we're going to go to this website. I already have that one opened as well. So here's the United States. We have our Kansas here. Of course, you guys know how to read a map. And this is really wonderful. You can see here on the left-hand side, we have igneous volcanic rock, igneous plutonic rock, sedimentary, metamorphic, ice, and other. So I can come through here and click on these different colors. I'm going to click on this igneous volcanic rock. Oh, there we go. Common igneous volcanic examples. Click image for a larger version of a new tab. So I'm going to click on one of those examples, and it gives us some nice, clear pictures of what's involved here. So if I scroll back over to our lesson plan, it gives us some questions to ask about this. How do the plutonic rocks compare to the volcanic rocks? So here is our volcanic rocks. Now let's look at some plutonic rocks. We have some over here. So we can look at those two different types of rocks, and we can talk about them. Well, how do these look different, guys? How is the mineral makeup on these rocks different than the mineral makeup in these rocks? And it gives us a really good starting point. We can talk about, like, what areas of the country have you traveled to? Did the rocks look different in those areas than they do here? And let's talk about why that is. So as you can see, this kind of yellowish color is represented through most of central United States. So we have sedimentary rocks in the middle of the United States. Well, why is that? And we can start talking about that. Here's our sedimentary rocks. Does that look familiar to anyone? Yes. Well, why? Why is sandstone so common? Why do we say rock chalk jayhawk? So this website, it's fairly interactive. This is just one of the very basic ones. We can also do things like measure between two different locations. How far is it between this rock and that rock? How many things are in this location? And you can bring on all of these STEM ideas into this website. We can get into some other lessons here. Here's one on climate change. So this would be applicable for a variety of classes, from geography to environmental science to anything. There we go. So you can apply which climate shifts you want it to represent. There we go. First quarter temp anomalies, second quarter temp anomalies. You can have it shift. And they can see where is the temperature on our Earth really changing? Where are things getting really strange in here? And they can lay one over another, and they can really start to build up these maps and see how things are really getting interesting in our world. All right, thank you so much for paying attention and listening to this short demonstration on ArcGIS. I hope you give it some time in your classroom and let your students really experiment with it. Thank you so much.